Welcome back to another episode of Timberborn in the village of Beaville. And in the last episode we just ended a drought. We're starting in a brand new cycle. And we do need to get there quickly because, as you can see, this beaver is thirsty. This beaver just had a little sip. But this beaver is thirsty too, and we have run out of water. We have no water anymore. We do have logs, we do have food. Our food is looking perfectly fine. But we need to get water in here quick. So let's get started. They will need some time to actually get water in here. So what we might need to do is actually relocate pumps over to our good water holding container, like over here, so we get at least, so we can keep pumping water during a drought. This is cycle 4. The next cycle could well and truly be a bad tide, and that will just ruin us if we have no water to pump, and it's gonna be, and it is a long cycle. And you can see through our floodgate water flows in here. We will be able to hold up quite some water because these are like 2/3 of a tile high. So yeah. And we shouldn't get any overflowing issues. Do I say hopefully. Hopeful. And we have over here started to create one these, and I think these are more important, so we get some more planks and gears. We are pumping water slowly, getting up there, because I want gears so we can make the medium tanks. We need 20 gears and 30 planks for that. This should also be built so we can actually cut down all of these trees over here. But yeah. We do need planks. I think we can either remove this or we just keep it paused for the time being. We have 2 potatoes. Well, we had 2 potatoes. They are now being cooked up in the grill for potatoes. We are planting in a birch because birch grows pretty quick. I think that grows in 7 days. So let's give the priority to actually planting birch trees, because this is an experiment. Let's see how long these oaks will survive when we'll have a bad tide. Because for a bad tide we need to close it up here. Multiple places on over here. We won't be able to actually make this side of the map bad tide proof for a while. We will be trying to do that in the future. This is looking fine. We are not overflowing anywhere. How much is this? Is producing 400 horsepower. I told you this was a whole lot of force, a whole lot of flowing. And now we can actually create lumber. We do need to expand our housing, but for that we mainly need more places to pump water, like for longer. And it all depends in, are we getting a good tide or are we getting a bad tide? We probably just should. No, where it is? Water. Water pumps. Get it in here. In here should be better because that's like more depth, so we can keep pumping longer. But the important bit is probably just at least have some where we can just keep pumping. This part can be, and we have a drought approaching, which is good, so we don't need to build these. We can just build them over here. This is deep water, so what I'm going to do is put in levees over there. And here, I prioritize those. And place the water tanks in here. So let's connect it all up with the parts. This would keep us pumping water for quite some time, I think. But we just need more water in our system. So these are the highest priority, these are low priority. We do have wood we can cut down over here. And let's give them some access a close way to where we are building. It's 10 logs, not a lot. We have trees we can cut down over here, so let's unpause those. And now we are, let's demark all of these to the lowest. You have nothing to prepare anyway, so we need to wait quite some days before we got another load of potatoes. We have quite a lot of food in here, so priority, get in here cutting trees. Got a couple people in there. Yeah, lower the ones in there. We have 2 days before I should use the keyboard keys for more smoother operations. These should be higher, and this, so they actually get finish 1. Or should I have used platforms? We have no, I don't have enough. You can be paused because we wouldn't be making enough planks anyway. We got still water to store up over here. We have 1.7 days left. This should be put up all the way to the top, so we don't lose any water flowing back into there. So yeah, let's take a look over here. They are, all of the birch trees are planted. And over here we can place some more oak trees for our experiment. We gave our little beavers a campfire so they can actually have some fun. But we are chronically running out of beavers, so let's give them another house over here. Well, two of them should, yeah, not the biggest priority to actually build. So we have one more water pumper, so we can actually load up on some stock. I hope none of these beavers actually get stuck in here by them using the wooden stairs to actually get in here. That's would be a bit of a shame. And they are going to bed. Let's skip through the night a little bit. We still have enough food. Our water is going up. We should have enough logs to actually build all of this. It's 12 logs and 12. Yeah, 48 logs for the platform. 60 logs per water tank. It's not the most efficient way of building, I know. And we are in the final day before the drought. So hopefully they actually get things done. This one can be, I think. No, just. Yeah, might as well just put it all the way up. So now we have all of this water, which will keep our. And we have a 8-day drought. It's not too bad, but this will keep all of our farming land all green. These ones are almost done pumping. You can just be paused because we don't have any more. You can keep pumping, and yes, that will mean our water problem will be good enough for the rest of time being for now. Why are you not pumping? It's because our storage is full. You can be paused, you can be paused. And these the birch trees a day will die in 10 days. Our drought will be 7 days. The oaks, they have a bit longer. But the biggest question is, of course, how big of a land will we lose when the bad tide actually starts? So, in the meantime, we should look further into the map. Because what we need to really get further is metal. And where can we find some scrap metal? Scrap metal is over here. We have quite some stuff. We have nothing over here. So this is the closest bit for scrap metal. In order to get there, I think we just need to unlock the platform, because this will always be bad water once it is flowing. It won't be flowing through the drought, but it will be when in about 6 days time. So let's get it a bit slower. We need 3 of them over there. Get a part in there. And this one we should build up with parts. 150 science for the double platform. Yes, why not? Connect this over here. And then we don't have enough science to actually unlock the scavenger flag yet. But do we have any beavers in here? No, we don't. Should we have them in there? Probably. Well, these cat lumbers, they can be paused. These still have some they can cut down, but we can pause one of them. You can be paused because you don't have any power. And now we have at least one scientist in here. You have one baby beaver. Someone died of old age. Someone actually also grew up. So, next big thing we can do is actually build another lodge. And let's see, decorations, roofs. They cost science for us to build. But I think it would be beneficiary of us to get like a scrub and a roof tile. Like we can build one of each here and there. And have those things so we get a little bit more bonus. So our beavers will work a bit better. Over here you can be paused because it is a drought. You won't be actually planting anything. And we have a couple of beavers in here producing water. Now we have run out of planks. So what we could do, build a power wheel. So we can put in a beaver in here to just run. Well, we can do that over here. To get them to actually make some planks so we can actually extend over here. Because very soon, once water is flowing through here again, we'll have plenty of power from our water wheels. And yeah, over here what we could do windmills, because windmills, they won't be producing power all of the time, but we will need them to actually produce power during droughts. Or we should build enough gravity batteries which would last us through a drought, but that will it won't be used. Well, yeah, when we have run out of power from the gravity batteries during a drought, we won't be able to reproduce anything if we don't have any windmills or power wheels. But power wheels is only a early game thing we can use. So we should probably start to think of windmills. They take 20 logs, 20 planks. Don't have any planks. So yeah. Food situation is still looking fine. We're not running out of water over here. And I should connect this to a path. And give them a couple of storages for food, like some sunflowers, some grilled potatoes, and some carrots close by to where they actually live and eat and sleep. And we should start also to think about a way on top of here to this little shrine. We are going to need a lot of planks for that. What would be the easiest way of going up here? Because blocking water up top here is the easiest way of stopping bad water going down here. And we have the double platforms and single platforms. Or we could use the ladder mod, but let's not go in that too quickly. So, probably... This would probably the most... Well, not most efficient way. No, don't delete the district center. Here. Yes, and this would probably the best way up here. Does mean we have to sacrifice this pine tree so we can connect a path up here so we can build our lumberjack flags all over the place. We now have run out of wood again. These oak seedlings haven't grown yet. So we have logs over here, so we can just place a couple of lumberjacks over there. Oh, got that last oak piece down, yes. Because probably these two... Oh, you still have some stuff to cut down. Not a whole lot, but... Yeah, just... that one. Paper mill, we should probably just... Probably the wisest thing for us to do. And make these all low priority. X button gives us this grid view. And before we can access those trees, we actually need to build up these platforms, which we do need anyway. Our food is looking good, our potatoes are looking good, our population is growing. Let's restart our grill. Probably can't grill anything because we don't have any logs in here. Over here our water is still 223, which is awesome. We have not started on this yet, but is not the biggest priority for us right now. Do need a couple of planks on these roofs, so the beavers which we do have will get better, and we have a broken teeth. So what does that mean? A beaver with a broken teeth, they work less efficient, so we should give them a teeth grindstone. I believe I got one somewhere, but let's just put it, 2 of them over here. They just need logs we don't have. I thought I had one somewhere, but apparently I don't. We have 1.5 days left in this drought. And yeah. And yeah, I am thinking for the long haul, like over here, this would be our reservoir. We have water coming from over here, which can fill it, and from over here. We just need to find a way to get the bad water quickly somewhere else. Yeah, how far are these oak trees? They are not quite ready yet. We have some trees, some thing over here too. I have not marked those trees for cutting. It isn't a lot of logs, but it is some. Could also sacrifice a water wheel and get logs from that back, but I don't really like to start that rabbit hole. And as we don't have any logs, we can't turn them into planks anyway, so let's do something else. Not producing any science right now. This one is done cutting again. These twos are only halfway. It is away the game as our drought has ended. Cycle 5 begins. Yeah, this system has worked. It kept water in here for a good time. These we can keep them paused because we have water from over here. And they will be able to pump. Well, yes, so what we are going to do, to sacrifice some wood, we can remove these up here. Pick up all the materials. We need... And yes, our birches are growing in. That's awesome. So we can start over here. And... you can start planting again. We have 4 vacancies. We don't need all of the water pumps right now. We do need lumber mills, so let's get one started to produce more water. In the meantime, another place for... don't have any bad water flowing over here. That's good, because that means we can also grow trees over here, because we have all of this land that keeps green because of our little reservoir over here. In the future we probably are going to work with more stuff like what's it called, watering holes. Like we dig a hole of water and then we use a fluid dump to dump water in there. And yes, we are starting to get over here. Just need a couple more planks. So let's put 2 of our beavers in the lumber mill. We have enough power for that anyway, so might as well use it, right? And yeah, as you can see here, the bad water flows through here. We don't want to get our beavers in there. Going through the water is perfectly fine here. It gives them a little bonus of wet fur. But here it's just too tricky with the bad water and everything. And yes, how far are we? They haven't started building on those things yet, but this is more important. Here we can get some more trees. We are cutting down over here. Here we can plant some more oak trees for the time being. And we have our first bad tide approaching. So hopefully we get some use out of these oak trees, and they grow up within the next 3 days. Hopefully. When we have bad water flowing through here, we can start to produce gears in here. They have started building those. Yeah, let's actually think that might be yeah, those are neutral. We have wood being cut from over here. It's a good thing you can be paused. This one is more important. These are lower priority, yes. So we can actually start to build more big water tanks, so we can store more water. This food is looking fine. We have picked up all of the potatoes. We can grow more potatoes. So let's actually grow them all over here. Can grow them up to here. So those are more potatoes. Our storage of grilled potatoes is almost full. So we are not actually running low on what's it called? Water, food. And now we need this to be built. We need planks for that. We don't have any planks. We have beavers in here. We only have 1.5, let's just say a day before the drought hits. And medium tank. Yes, we need the signs for this instead of the what's it called? The scavenger flag, because we can't reach that place anyway yet. So where should we build our tank? I think we can fit 2 of them in here. Build them with water. It is quite far away from our pumping station. And we have, yes, we can produce gears now. Will that be enough? I don't think so. I don't know. The floodgate, we should raise it. Well, let's just raise it up now so we don't give them a chance of actually making bad decisions. We are producing so much power here that it is insane. It really is insane. The bad side has started. And you can see over here, these trees, they will very soon, very quickly die. Yes, they are already drying out. And they very soon will... yes, all of these was... oh, these oak trees were a mistake. Oh man. They are just drying now instead of being contaminated, but once they get contaminated, things will go very quickly, as you can see. It is. These trees are full grown, so they can be harvested, but it is not a lot of trees. So, what is there for us to do? Pretty much nothing. Well, we have trees up here. So let's normalize the priority over here. So they can actually, on their own time, start walking over there. These berries, they have all died. And these 2 have yeah, is still pumping water. It is was a 7-day drought and it's 6.5 days left. Yeah, you aren't pumping anymore, so go do something else. 206 water over 19 beavers, 6 days. Should be able to do it. Yeah, Luckily our farm is all okay, so that won't be an issue. So where should we then build a more bear type proof what's it called, tree farm? Because I think we can say that this experiment over here, it failed. It failed miserably. This is, yeah. Well, these on this top level, they did survive. Just this bottom level, that they all died. So the tricky thing is to get all of this water, because we need. Oh, this is so much flow, it won't fit through all of there, I think. These can be removed. They have... Oh, did I miss one for cutting there? Yes, I did. So they can cut down that one last pine. Well, 2 wood is not bad. And over here, we still need 10 gears. A gear needs 3 hours to be built from 1 plank. 1 plank takes 1.3 hours to build. So yes, one of these lumber mills could be enough to build, to at least run 2 full gear workshops, normally. And now you are done. Yes, and now we have 1 jobless beaver. And then what should our plan of attack be? This bit should all be for heavy industry, like metal and everything. Yeah, the smelter and stuff like the wood workshop, the printing press, paper mills. Because we can just connect them all the way up here. Because we are connected here. Over here we do lose a lot of land during a bad tide. And we have a lot of potatoes growing in. Nice. So I think what we should do is make a little bit of an expedition here. Get down here. And build a big dam. Like from over here. Levees, yes. Oh, come on, click. Here. No, that, yeah. Wouldn't be in the middle. Let's place it over here. Put another 10 piece up there. And part it all up. Over there. And give... No, I didn't want to build it. Over. Come on, game. Click in the right place. Give them away. There. And why is there a staircase over there? And mark these for destruction. And this should be our biggest... Well, the stairs should be our biggest focus. As we two are running out of water. This is pretty much almost built, but we won't be able to fill it because this is all terrible, bad, stinky, nasty boo-boo water. Do have 1.5 days left. How thirsty are you? Oh, you will be able to survive. I think you're not thirsty yet, but you will soon be. And yeah, we hit 11, but that was right before the beavers got thirsty. And yeah. Let's see, a beaver level well-being 12. They have a working speed bonus of 40%, a movement speed of 15 and a life expectancy of 20. So yeah, the next thing they reach is at well-being 15. They get that 60% working speed. But yeah, I don't want to leave another episode where we are in dire need of water. And this over here would give us, I think, pretty big radius of water, so we can build for the future a forest. Let's build it pretty much in the middle. Yeah, let's build it over here. Put a path right through there. Give us like over here 1, 2, 3, 4 lumberjacks and plant it all with, and we can plant this all with oaks. Well, most of it with oaks. Can't use this bit. And the bad tide has ended. So we will be able to get water, and this is was almost overflowing. I did not really see that, how close this is to just overflowing when we have this floodgate closed. So now we can unpause all of these 3. High priority. Get in there, get pumping. This can be opened up. And yeah, I think you can be removed. We will like unmark this. I said clear planting area all over here. If those trees spread naturally, when they grow up, they'll spread naturally. I don't think they will, but we can try. We can try. We can leave these up here, but they can be paused because they're not doing anything. Our water, we are slowly getting up here. We do now have a medium water tank, so our storage will be way bigger. We have reached over here, meaning we can give this the scavenger flags, give them a large pile to store the scrap metal, and yeah, we will be set. We do need storage over here. Let's put in, yeah, at least first 1 for gears. So we've done a lot today. Well, yeah, it feels like we've done a lot today. So I hope that you have enjoyed this episode, and I really enjoyed making it. We started on our first big dam project, which will certainly be a very important thing, so we can actually get all of this green, start to produce a massive amount of trees from oaks, and use all of that wood, because we are still running low on trees. We have some stuff that is growing in, but this forester should be the highest priority, so they can actually start growing some stuff over in the stuff that's already green. But I keep rambling on, and we are almost to cycle 6. So subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want, and hit that bell button so you get a notification when I upload a new episode. I hope that you have enjoyed watching this, and I hope you will have a great rest of your day. So please hit that like button, and I hope to see you again very, very soon. Goodbye.